Hey, my fellow NHLers, it's your friend Ebbs and Flows. Boys, welcome back to another Hut episode. Oh man, boys, we're just hanging on waiting for NHL 17. As soon as that demo drops, fellas, I'm gonna drop the NHL 16, drop absolutely everything. We're only gonna play the demo forever until 17 comes out. That's what you gotta do. It's what you gotta do to get used to the game. So we're not gonna buy any more packs for the rest of the year. We're done with packs. We didn't get that good of packs this year. I feel like I've definitely had years before without the YouTube channel where I've gotten plenty of awesome pulls. Didn't get too many this year, but that's okay. So we're just gonna do gameplay from here on out until the demo drops. We'll get you video of that, and we're gonna play two games here today, boys. One is somewhat low scoring. The next is very high scoring. But this guy is a top 200 Hut player, which is pretty cool. I think he's 170 something. Obviously, we'll check at the end of the game. But let's get into it. Looks like he's a Sharks fan. We start off hot, though, in the first 5 minutes. Kessler there with a nice little snipe goal, and that's all that's going to happen during the first period here, fellas. It's 1-0. So far, so good. He's got a decent team. Obviously, I'll show you that at the end of the game, too. Lots of team of the weeks and things like that. But shots are, we're beating him in shots by a good amount, 7-3 so far. We got to keep that up, that is for sure. Let's get into the second period, though. 10 minutes in, boys. We get a nice little turnover here. Nice sidestep, and John Scott throws cross crease to Hall. Yeah, baby, the legend Hall. And 99 John Scott really showing up lately in these games, that is for sure. So we make it 2-0, boys, on the simple cross crease. It was a good look, though, right? So 2-0, end of the second period there. Goal in the first, goal in the second. We're consistent, that is for sure. Our passing is awful. Look at that, 51%. But 15-6 in shots, very good. We are doubling up his shots. More shots usually leads to wins, fellas. So let's get into the third period. And, again, a top 200 guy, over 1,000 games played. Very, very cool, very fun. What a pass. Look at that beauty. How about that, boys? All right, we get it right back, though. Skating in his zone, and we're just going to snip. I think that was Klingberg, was it? Just an animal. Movember Klingberg. You'll see next game. I have a small segment on him. The dude just wrecks. So 3-0 near the end of the third period here. We do get caught chasing the puck, and our computer defenseman gets out of position here, and we're going to give one up here, fellas. So he gets the puck back there, tries to go short side, doesn't go. We're out of position there. As you can see, the defenseman got stuck behind the net, and we were up in front trying to prevent the cross crease. It doesn't work, but a good look by him. His John Scott gets a goal. Good look by his Pavelski, and that's pretty much going to do it, boys. So it ends 3-1. He didn't even score till the end. Didn't even score, but you know what I mean. He didn't get a goal till the end, which is good. So we were holding him off for most of the game. Definitely thought we outplayed him a bit. Let's check into the stats to see if that is correct. Yes, 27-14 in shots. Only beat him by a minute on possession time. We took 4 penalties. He didn't take 1, but we didn't capitalize on any of them, fellas. He didn't capitalize on any of them. We took 4. So, pretty good defense the whole game, right? So, Hate Crew is his name. Let's check where he's at. As you can see, already in the top 200. He is exactly 170. So, 4.5 star team, pretty good. I'm going to lose. I don't know about that. That's a lot of wins he has. 676 and 541. So, really cool to play a top player in Hut. I love getting getting good matchups like that, So, top 200 guy, pretty solid team here. Nyquist, Duchesne, Patrick Hornquist, probably the Stanley Cup edition it looks like. On the next line, Bergeron. Team of the week, Wade Simmons. And team of the week, Kucherov. B. Ryans, Pavelski, John Scott, obviously. Van Riemsdyk, Galchenyuk, and Okposo on the 4th. Pretty good. Vatanen from, what's their name, the Ducks out there in Cali, Hedman, Petriangelo, Brodin, and Jones, pretty darn good. I think he had a Suter over there as well on defense, so a pretty solid team, definitely not as good as ours, but a good team and a great record, good ranking too, so good game. But let's get into this psycho game, fellas. This is nuts. This kid definitely was boosting. You'll be able to see the speed of his players. That's just a good goal. Now, I thought... that's Kreider. Kreider is just a nightmare in this game for whatever reason. like I don't know, something about him, boys. It definitely seems boosted. I don't, I hate saying that because it was such a nice move, and regardless of the boost, it was a sweet move. But right here we get a lucky tip in, just trickled over the goal line there. Good puck work by us, though. We tie it back up. So I'll try to do my best to show you how fast some of his guys are. You'll see in this breakaway too, coming up later, how absurd it is, or how absurd it seems. Great snipe there, good hold by Pavelski. Good puck work again at the blue line. We make it 2-1 still in the first period, boys. We have a ton of goals to go. Still in the first period, 3 minutes left. P. Kane coming in, tries to stuff it short side. It doesn't go, right off the post and up. Again, we get possession of it though, working around, and we just decide to pull up, no go, trying for that short side snipe. We go cross crease and we miss a wide open net, unreal. So good forecheck, good stick check there. Still holding on to possession, boys. Goudreau throws it off the short side. There was no angle there. Good poke check, good forecheck again, and Goudreau's going to finish right here, short side, finally. Lots of shots, lots of chances, so it's nice to get rewarded after all that work, after all that forecheck work. So Johnny Hockey comes up big, making it 3-1. That's going to be it for the first period here, fellas. Crazy game. It definitely feels like you'll see his players are all standard cards, and I know I'm out shooting him by a lot, 14-4, but I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I just think that, and it's just the gameplay. I can't tell. All his cards are just normal face value cards. So you see these moves and you tell me, boys, I just don't know. I really don't. We lose the stick here. That comes up to bite us big time. Look at that speed. I don't know if he like bounced off me. It seemed like my guy was magnetic and he like just got extra power from being near me. Again, Kreider, right? So I don't know if that's a regular Kreider or what. It is, but I don't know if he's boosted or not. Anyway, so coming down here 3-2, he gets a nice little cross crease. I mean, I just don't know, boys. I want to give him credit, but it's very hard. I just can't tell. It's so frustrating. I wish you could. It would just say if someone was boosting. It's like, why not? Anyway, so still in the third, he tied it all up. It's 3-3, but Pavel Bure, bar down, baby, snipe. As you can see by the celly, I'm doing it in his goal because I was jacked up during this game, boys. Lots of chances, lots of speed on his team. Somehow, look at this, look at the speed, unreal. So he's letting the computer do the work there, but we find Sidney Crosby in the crease, and he has a wide open net to put it in. Great look, great feed, good finish by Sid. All right, fellas, so we're up by 2. We were up by, up a score or 2 earlier, but he came all the way back. Look at the speed. Look at the speed on Nick Lidstrom, no less. So usually, fellas, Nick Lidstrom's in the 90s, Kreider. I know he's fast, but he's only an 88 on the base card. So, again, it just seems like he's too fast to me. So he almost comes back in, but Pavel Bure here off the face-off. Nice little backhand, going back up by 2, even though he almost came back again. So making it 6-4. We are up by 2 again in the second period, and that's going to be it, boys. So one more period here to go. We got to hold this guy off. It seems like he's just scoring non-stop, but he's 4 for 9, so he's almost shooting 50%. Ridiculous. We do have 19 shots. We're definitely outplaying him a bit. He's taken a lot of penalties. We capitalized on 1. Just got to hold him off here, fellas. So 6-4 going into the third period here. In the defensive zone, possession still here. All right, boys, so he's rolling down just so very, very fast, very fast. What a move. Is that a base card, Marcus Johansson? I just don't know, boys. I do not know. It's nuts. So, ridiculous move by Marcus Johansson, the newly signed Cap. Again, that's a base card, Marcus Johansson, so still pretty skeptical on the boost, but moving in here, boys, still up by 1, right? So no complaining. No crying in hockey. Let's keep rolling here. Let's just do better. How about that? And we get a lucky little snipper there. We definitely waited him out. If you saw, I went into the glide mode, kind of took my hands off the sticks. and Taves finishes it there. Luckily, on Luongo just sneaks through the pad short side, so we go back up by 2. Fellas, that's going to pretty much do it, but I wanted to show you Klingberg. Good hit there right before he goes off sides, and then it goes into this mode of Klingberg just kind of showing you his hits, and I just let it play because I'm not a big hitter. I mean, you guys definitely know that by now. I don't go for hits often. This guy, however, was making me angry. He kept scoring. All his players seemed boosted, so I definitely started laying the wood a little bit when I had the chance, and Klingberg just dishing out the hate, baby. I love it. So Klingberg with big hits. It's at the end here, boys. We are up by 2 with only 10 seconds left. Somehow Pavel Bure gets this puck over to, rebound over to Sidney Crosby, and he finishes it. Seemed like in one motion, like receiving the pass and just shooting all at the same time. So he gets a really late goal there, making it 8-5. That's going to do it for this game, fellas. Good game. Again, all these cards are base cards. You saw how fast they were, so I'm very skeptical on whether or not he was boosting or not. I'm such a boost crybaby. You know, everybody who I think's boosting, I'm like, oh, you're boosting. Anyway, so just funny to see. I guess because I'm so competitive and I play regular NHL so much where everyone's all even, when you see players clearly outskating your Movembers and 98 players, it's weird, right? So Brando ML is his name. I'll definitely show you his team so you can be skeptical with me maybe, but good record here. So 163 and 69. That's a ton of wins, boys. That's a lot more wins than losses. So a very good record. I guess he's a decent player, but I just have a feeling that a lot of those wins are because his players are so fast, as you can see. Oh, it was a Ryan Johansson who scored the goal, not Mojo. My bad. So not the newly assigned Cap. But regular base card, 88. And again, everybody's 88 or lower on his team except John Scott. So it just did not seem that way, fellas. I know he got a lot of goals on very few shots, but it just seemed off. All his defense was, very. I wasn't able to skate by anyone for the most part. All my goals were, no breakaway goals. Some were snipes, some were workaround and tip-ins. Kind of goals like that where you need to get it in his zone first and establish possession. So just a crazy game. I think he was boosting, but who knows, right? Who really knows at the end? It doesn't matter. We're moving on to 17 soon anyway. Hopefully you boys are enjoying the gameplay. Again, you can follow me on Twitter or Instagram. It's Ebbs and Flows NHL for both of those, fellas. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video, and I'll definitely have demo gameplay of NHL 17 when it comes out here in a few days. And that's going to do it for me, boys. As always, take care.